This is Royalty. Bang, bang.
We're live? All right, let's do it. Welcome back to Inside the Box with CJT. This is week 2 of the podcast. And, at first I was kind of scared to record episode 2 because most of the time I don't continue a lot of things. And my consistency is normally not that great about continuing to build something and to grow. And I did it. Well, we haven't done it yet, but we're working towards this is episode 2. And the big topic of today is going to be consistency. And we're going to get to that a little bit later. I have a rant that I'm going to go off based off what I've gone through this week. I'm going to start a new segment called What If? And my song of the week. So thank you for tuning in for week 2. And thank you for joining along this journey with me. And we are on the quest to 100 episodes. 100 episodes is the goal because you got to keep putting in that work. You got to show how much you want it. And we're going to grind together, my peeps. We're going to keep going till we get to 100 episodes. And then from 100 episodes, we're going to go on to another 100 episodes. But 100 episodes is the goal. We're going to keep moving. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to find a time to record. We're going to talk. We're going to dive into some stuff. And let's have some fun today. So buckle up, guys, and let's get it going. So my week's been pretty crazy, kind of transitioning now, finish up a big project, and now I'm kind of get some free time to kind of relax, enjoy the holidays. I'm recording this the week of Thanksgiving, and, we're excited. I've been back home in Maryland, which has been really good the last couple of days, and, it's good to be home, good to be around, familiar places, family, which is always cool. And it's just good to get away every once in a while.
Song of the week. Song of the week. Ah! Song of the week. What's the song of the week, CJ?
So my song of the week is a song by Jaden Smith. It's called Summertime in Paris. And this song, I've been listening to it all summer long. And it's a perfect summer song. And yes, it's fall time now, but this song just gives you all the feels of just summer, but then just love. It's like that perfect rom-com song when you see a couple just like falling in love and you just hear this song in the background. And it's just so positive. It's so happy, and I just love it. And it's a good vibe. And I think if you're looking for a good vibe, definitely check out this song, Summertime in Paris by Jaden. And it's just good. It's summertime is meant to fall in love. I wish I can fall asleep in your arms. Come on, that is such a great line. If I had a girl, I want to fall asleep in her arms, I want to be the small spoon. I want her to spoon me until I fall asleep every single night. 52 weeks a year, all the time. But anyways, Summertime in Paris by Jaden. Definitely go check it out this week. And let me know how you feel about it. Definitely hit me up on my social media, CJT Creation. Or hit my art page up, CJT Creation Box. And just send me a message. Tell me what you think about this song, Summertime in Paris by Jaden, and let me know. So, we're going to start a new segment on the show called What If? So, I have a wild imagination. I definitely find myself stuck in thought quite a bit. And then I get these bit of inspiration, just random thoughts and random scenarios I kind of just think about, And the concept popped in my head about blind dates. And I know when you go on a blind date, of course you're going in blind and not knowing exactly what's going to happen. But what if blind dates, you actually lose the ability of sight during the date? And you only have to rely on getting to know them, not based on physical attraction or what they're wearing, but just literally just like listening, interacting with said person, and just kind of really gauging how much you like them based on that. And then you go from there. I mean, yes, this is kind of like online dating in a sense, because you can never truly trust pictures that people have, because, catfish is a real thing. I mean, catfish has a show on for years just on this phenomenon alone. But what if, in the future we'll have our, computer chips, plugged into where when you go on a blind date, you enact, this blind date feature, then all of a sudden you on this day you can't see, but then you have to really engage with this person using your other senses and talking and having good conversation with someone. And I think honestly, that would be kind of cool, because I like to have a good conversation. And I think conversation for me has to be on point, because if I can't talk to you, like, I'm not going to want to do much, like, I can be easily attracted to someone based off of just what they say, how they say it, and their jokes. And that's a real thing for me. Like, honestly, like, a girl can literally have me crawling at her feet based on just the perfect sentence, the perfect joke, and I'm just like, oh, she can have me anyway till Sunday, you know what I'm saying? Because once Sunday comes, that's God's day, and you know, God has me then. Then you can have me Monday through Saturday. But anyways, I think that'd be a really cool thing. Like, I think blind dates would, I don't know if it would deter people for going on blind dates, but I feel like people should really take a lot of, well, what I'm trying to say, people should take into fact of like conversation. I think if you value other things besides attractiveness and physical, I guess, physical attractions of a person, and kind of put that on the back burner when you first meet someone, I think, you can really kind of develop some really cool relationships, whether it be like something romantic or maybe just a cool friendship. And I think that'd be really cool. That's a cool idea. And yeah, I think that's all I got for that one. Tell me what you think. Hit me up and let me know if you think blind dates, physically blind dates, will be a cool idea in the future. All right.
Oh boy, here we go again. It's the rant of the week. What do you got to say this time?
Man, this is I have definitely how do I want to know? This is the rant of the week. And this is something I can definitely say it's happened to me, and this is something that it's like really, it kind of blows my mind a little bit. And I just really got to let a lot off my chest, because this is very strange. This is kind of perplex. I don't know. Definitely follow along with me through this story. And stay with me and we'll get through this. So anyway, so let's say you work with someone. Let's call her Sally, right? And you and Sally work within close vicinity of each other, and you're really cool people. It's like, you joke, you make pretty funny jokes. You're kind of like, not really snippy, but like, snippy's not the right word. You guys are like, you can make jokes at each other, you can make fun of each other, and it's cool, whatever. And you work long hours and stuff like that. And you kind of joking, one person silly, and then Sally gets kind of delirious. She's just kind of tired. She's had a long day or whatever. And next thing you know, she wants to stick her finger in your ear. Okay, so, oh, yeah. A wet willy. That's what you're thinking, right? No. First of all, her finger is dry. Okay. And then she sticks in just kind of like, ha ha ha, ba ba ba. It's like, okay, that was weird. First reaction, okay. And so that's, I was like, oh, okay. So, it's not, I mean, it's whatever, like, yeah, I can laugh off a joke. It was a joke. Funny, ha ha, whatever. But then she does it again. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? That was twice now. The first time, I can kind of like, push off the first time, and like, that's cool. Like, do your thing. Like, I ain't stressed about it, we're live joking around. But now, she does it a third time, and she just like, goes for the ear again. And I'm like, whoa. Hold the phone. Why do you keep going for my ear? And okay, this is something I haven't really tell a lot of people, but I am pretty conscious about my ears because yes, I kind of have a big head, but then my ears are really small. And people don't really notice that about me. And the next, they see it and they're like, oh, damn, you really do have small ears. And I, now that I'm telling you guys, you're probably gonna look at my pictures like, oh, he has small ears. Don't worry about it. It's whatever. It's fine. But I just don't like people messing with my ears. And she just kind of keeps doing it. And I'm like, yo, like, chill out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then it's like, okay. And then who in the world finds pleasure in giving someone a wet willy over and over? Like, okay, I get if you're like under the age of 15, you're in middle school, you're joking around, like you know what I mean? Like, ha ha ha, like, or your siblings or whatever. But keep putting your finger in my ear for pleasure? No. See, I'm not a fan at all of EJs. This is what I call it, ear jobs, okay? And some people, yeah, okay, look, I'm not going to kink shame anybody. You can get into whatever you're into, good for you. But me, I am not a fan of ear play. And I'm like, yo, like, can you chill out? Like, this is not funny. And then, like, we're cool people, so we're joking around and stuff like that. But then she just goes for it. She goes for the ear. And maybe she knows this is like said weakness of me. Maybe she figured me out. Maybe without me even saying anything, she knows, oh, this dude right here doesn't like his ears being played with. You know what? Maybe I'm going to take him down through his ears. I don't know. Maybe she's just a psycho. I don't know. I would say there's a, little column A, little column B, you know what I'm saying? And I just, it was just the most like craziest thing. And she just didn't stop. She was relentless in taking me down through my ears. And honestly, maybe she's on to something genius. Maybe she's on to figure out, hey, a new way to take down a guy, especially a bigger guy, is go through his ears. You don't have to hit him in the balls. You don't have to hit him in the throat, in the eyes. No, I'm going to attack you through your ears somewhere you wouldn't even realize it. And I'm like, could you not please? And we're cool peoples. But she thinks it's funny. I'm like, ha. Maybe I should be like, this is not funny. I don't like it. Well, actually, I did say that. And guess what? She still did it. This lady's crazy. This is what I'm thinking. So I'm like, yo. And then, so then I put my hood on, right? I put my hood on to protect my ears. The hood did not work one bit. She penetrated my hoodie into my ear hole. What the crap? I'm like, whoa, this chick is relentless. There was one time I can say I was saved from the ear fondling. And it was when I put my AirPods in. Yes, I have AirPods, and yes, I'm just flexing on all of you right now. No, just kidding. But not really. I kind of, yeah, flex on you guys really hard right now. AirPods. So, anyways, and she's like, "Oh, you put on your headphones. I am going to get you." I was like, "Okay, all right, whatever." That was me, by the way. I was like, thank God for these AirPods. Now I just got to keep these things on all day. But the downfall about wearing AirPods all day long is they hurt your ears and you gotta take a break. So, what I do? She wasn't paying attention, so I take them out. I'm like, okay, she's doing her thing, I'm doing my thing, and I am cool. And then next thing you know, I just made one too many jokes. She looked at my right ear. She saw that I was weak, and she went in for the kill. And it was like a cinematic movie. She went in slow motion, knowing, oh, I am about to get this motherfucker right here. And when I was least expecting, she penetrated my ear hole and I was defeated. She got me. She catched a brother slipping. My goodness. So this brings me back to my original question. What kind of person, really, what kind of sick human being finds pleasure in giving someone a wet, this wasn't even a wet willy, but I'm just going to call it that. Oh, a willy? No, that sounds worse. Oh, who finds pleasure of just giving someone an EJ, an ear job? My gosh. You know, it's been a crazy week, guys. Like, that was probably one of the things I would definitely have to tell my therapist about. And I just can't realize that happened to me, to be quite honest with you. Like, earplay? No way, Jose. And I just, I'm really kind of hurt. It's really weird because, like, I didn't think this would happen to me. I've prided myself on just being a saint with my ears, and clean ears. But here's also a thought I had. What if I didn't clean my ears? What if I was a nasty person and just let all the earwax just collect? And then all of a sudden she would have put her finger into a dirty earlobe. And it got stuck because it was just so much earwax. How much pleasure would have had trying to yank her finger out of my ear, knowing dang well I ain't clean my ears? That would have been what we call karma. So I guess we can say the moral of the story, kids, don't clean your ears. All right. So now on to the main topic of the day: consistency. Consistency is very important in life because you gotta be consistent to earn trust, to earn jobs, friendships, relationships. You have to have consistency. And consistency is something I've definitely struggled with in terms of constantly doing something or trying to build something in a positive way. When I was a kid, it was easy to do because you kind of have this institution, school or whatever to um, build build it for you because you're already in this structure that was already built, you know? And I think school definitely tries to teach you that by you, I guess, being in that structure for so long, and then hopefully you can replicate it yourself once you get out of school, you know. But at the same time, once you get out of that structure, you kind of want to do your own thing because you've been pent up in that structure for so long. You know, you don't want to continue to do the same thing once you're gone. You're like, I'm free, you know. And consistency is something I've lacked with a lot of aspects of my life, to be quite honest with you. um I haven't been consistent eating healthy, haven't been consistent working out, haven't been consistent, you know, keeping in touch with friends, haven't been consistent with doing what I'm supposed to do, what I'm supposed to do and when I'm supposed to do it. Um, I haven't been consistent keeping up with TV shows, haven't been consistent keeping up with my car, my, you know, insurance, like so many different things in my life I haven't been consistent doing. The only consistent thing I can say that I've been good at doing is being inconsistent, which is not a good thing, you know? And I connecting the dots of what we talked about last episode is, when do you lock in? So then once you finally lock in, then now it's you have to build consistency. And I want to set small goals for myself to attain and achieve, so that ways I can build confidence in myself and start this consistency of getting stuff done. And I think that's what this podcast is for. I need to consistently keep putting it out each week and consistently talk to you guys and just, you know, bring my ideas out there because, you know, this is my platform and this is kind of like my outlet to kind of express some ideas and stuff. And then these ideas, hopefully that I express, can kind of lead to me actually achieving and doing some things I've been wanting to do, but I just haven't been consistent. And it's, you know, it's, I don't know what, I don't know, like, I don't know what holds me back from being as consistent as I should be, you know? It's like, you know, I'm a huge procrastinator, and that's definitely plagued me all of my school life for sure, and definitely, you know, my personal life. Um, I think, you know, I have more time than I should. It's easier to put things off than just take care of it. And I think one of the biggest things that which is all right. So like normally, like, all right, I have something I need to take care of in my car. You know, well, I'm good for a little bit. Like I know I need to do it, but like I'll do it like within a week or two. You know, a month max. You know, but I had something wrong with my car, and I was like, oh crap, I need to get this done. So I'm like, you know, I kind of sometimes I do the whole like I reach out to people like, all right, who can get this mechanic for me? Like, when can I do this? And like, when can I do that? So, oh, I didn't really hear anything from people, so I kind of push it off, don't think about it for a little bit, and then I was like, oh, I got a trip coming up, I need to do this, you know. And so all of a sudden, I get in touch with the mechanic kind of quick, and I'm like, hey, when can you do it? He's like, oh, I can do it on Monday. And I was like, okay. And that was like only a couple days after the issue arose, and I got it done so fast. And he did it within like an hour. He fixed my problem so quick and so conveniently. I was like, whoa. And it was done. And I was in shock all day because I'm like, whoa, this is over. This is something I'm not stressing about. And it's done. And it's gone. It felt really good. It felt good to get that done and out of the way in a timely manner versus just stressing about it for way too long until I get it done and then be relieved because I finally got it done. But I was putting it off for way too long. And that's kind of something I did with this podcast this week. I had some stuff, I was like, traveling and, whatever, and just, personal stuff. But like, I put it off. I knew I needed to do it because the whole topic of talking about is consistency, and how can I talk about being consistent and pushing it off, and like, and not doing the podcast, and I had to do it. And so, and it feels good to actually, record this and to, get it out, because, it's really hard to start something new and then consistently keep doing it. And each time I talk, each time I put on this podcast, it's building confidence in me to keep doing stuff, keep being creative, and have fun, and this is awesome. And so consistency, just, you gotta work, it's about putting in the work. And I have to keep putting in the work. I can't be scared to fail, and that's the big thing, is you can easily fail at this. And, you know, failure is something that I think is inevitable. You're going to fail at something in your life that you try, because you can't be good at everything. Or, I mean, there's some people who are pretty close to being good at everything, but it's okay if you're not. And just because you fail doesn't mean that that's, you're a failure at everything, because you will find that thing that you are good at. And when you find that thing that you're good at, you're going to be like, holy shit, here it is. And then you should take advantage of it and just pursue that wholeheartedly and just go for it. And I failed at things, I failed at football. I thought, I was going to play professional football once upon a time in my life, and that didn't, happen. I've made it to playing college football for a year, which is awesome. It was a blessing to be able to at least say that I had that experience, but, I'd failed it. I didn't do what I thought I was going to do. And, I failed at, being cool with the popular kids. I just didn't really fit in. I just felt like I wasn't, truly, like, connected with these people, but I tried, I tried my best to fit in with people. And I think, that was something in high school that I kind of wanted to do, but I was just kind of understanding and floating between groups. And I was kind of a floater, you know, but, I have a quote, that I thought was really good for, our topic of consistency. It goes, success isn't always about greatness. It's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will come. I'm going to read that one more time. That's how they do it in church. Success isn't always about greatness. It's about consistency. Consistent hard work leads to success. Greatness will come. And this quote is by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Of course, one of the most hardest working people in entertainment. He has a schedule of like the president, like in terms of he's always moving. He's always got something on his plate. He is a hardworking man, and he's very successful. He's, made 1.3, he's grossed $1.3 billion in a year based on how many films he's worked on, and on how much those films that he's worked on and been a part of has made in box office. And he obviously has an appeal to him, and he's worked his behind off to get where he's at. And it's really fun. It's funny because he says that success isn't always about greatness. You don't have to be great to be successful, but it's about consistency. So consistently working on your craft, consistently working on things that you love in life, you it will lead to success by the consistent hard work that you put in. So you have to consistently work hard at whatever that you want to do, and then greatness will come, you know? And that's like that's amazing because, even all right, so let's say like I want to be a super small person. I want to be like, a buck 50, which that's impossible for me. I can't even get that. But it's some people say, "Oh, I will never get skinny. I can never get small." But people give up after a certain amount of time if they don't get the rewards that they want immediately or in the time frame that they wanted it. Change doesn't happen overnight, and I have to tell myself that every night. I have to constantly remind myself that, like, yes, I know I have this urgency to get this done now, but I have to be consistent with my approach and keep doing this one day at a time and just keep, working at it. Um, it's just, it's tough sometimes because you want things quick. You want that microwave effect. You want to press, you know, 1 minute and give me what I want in 1 minute, super quick, But real life, you have to put that shit in the oven and just let it sit because in an hour, couple hours from now, you're going to get a bomb meal and great results by just letting it sit and do its work, and being patient. Because most things you put in the oven tastes way better than putting it in the microwave. And so that's kind of how you have to look at a lot of things. Things take time. Great things take time, but you have to consistently keep working towards that. And it takes time to do it. And you can achieve success wherever you determine success as, you know? And I have to keep working. And it's tough because, there's a lot of things that can go in your, they can jump in your way. This can be a lot of things that can hinder you from achieving that and being consistent. And there's always going to be a wrench, life is always going to throw something at you to make your dreams harder to obtain. But if you don't get those obstacles, then will your goals truly be as fulfilling, Which, of course, those are your goals, you want to attain them, but like, you know, understanding that like it's not going to be easy, and most people will say they wouldn't want it to be easy because if the harder you work, the more fulfilling and the more rewarding the end of the road will be, and you'll just be like, wow, I really did it, and you just got to buckle up and uh get in the car for that long drive and consistently keep working, and it's it's gonna be tough, and trying to like wrap this whole idea. To me, I want to get to 100 episodes. That's what I said in the beginning of this. The road to 100 episodes, which if I put out one episode a week, that's gonna be 2 years. So in 2 years' time, I will have 100 episodes. And so that's saying by it's 2019 now, so by 2021, roughly, I should have 100 episodes. That's if I keep on the path of just one episode a week. If I want to do multiple episodes a week, start picking it up, then oh yeah, I can definitely get it done in quicker, of course. And knowing that you got to set the blueprint, the path for yourself to succeed. And It's just, for me, how can I consistently come up with material and consistently have ideas to write for this podcast and talk, And I think by me setting up segments and thinking about things I really like. So I really love music. So of course I'm going to talk about music each week just a little bit, just to kind of, give the audience something to dive into and to check out. And that way as something that's easy for me to talk about. I love music. Maybe next week we'll talk about a movie, because there's two movies that I really want to go see. 21 Bridges and what's the other one? Queen and Slim. Two movies that I'm really excited to go seeing, and that'll be something to talk about there, and I gotta, make sure to go see those movies, because I know that's gonna bring more content to my podcast. So it's kind of being open and constantly thinking about what you can do, and like, oh wait, this moment here I can talk about, because I honestly, like, it's about living life, and and I think I can't be afraid to live life and, kind of be stuck in a bubble, because I know I can get that way. I can get isolated. I can be a person who doesn't want to do certain things, be social. I can be a very antisocial person. And, I definitely like being social. I love kind of being like a social butterfly, being the life of the party, so to speak. But at the same time, I also do like being alone and kind of just, being my thoughts and kind of just laughing and just like enjoying stuff and like thinking and stuff like that. But, you know, those things, if you have it too much of each, you will you can kind of get out of whack a little bit, because, you can't have too much of one thing, because that's unhealthy for you, too much isolation and too much, being alone can negatively impact you. And I've experienced that personally, where especially around this time of the year, around the holidays, I kind of like, just kind of isolated myself and just kind of been by myself a little bit too much, to where it kind of starts affecting your brain and kind of, you know, it's not the best for you. That's just, that's for sure. And so, I definitely try to be social, and it feels good to be around people and kind of talk. And whether if you're like talking with a lot of people or not, but like just being in a social atmosphere, like at like a bar or like a restaurant or like a park, it feels really good just being around other people. And if you can feel a change already, at least for me, I feel a change, um, just how my mental state gets. And so, I want to be known as a person who is real, who's a hard worker, and who gives everything he has. And so I will keep doing that for this podcast each week. I haven't officially set a date that I want to drop this podcast each week, because last week I released it on a Sunday. This week it will probably get released in the middle of the week somewhere. Uh, we'll see. But I will set that up very soon, to when you can consistently see slash hear this podcast inside the box. Yeah, this has been a pretty good episode. My best one yet, and we are two in the box now. Each week I want to keep getting better, keep getting more comfortable talking, you know, uh, just have more fun with it. Really push the envelope with, jokes and content and ideas that I want to put to the table. And you definitely keep seeing more segments. You'll see some segments come back. Um, I will definitely have more rants for you. I'll definitely have topics, to talk about. You definitely will hear me talk about more about music, film, television. You will definitely hear me talk about life, quotes. We'll break down stuff. Um, honestly, this is really just a big open forum. Eventually, I will have guests on here. I will have people I would talk to, and we kind of just will break down certain topics. And if you have questions for me, if you want to, bring something to the table, if you want me to discuss or talk about or get my opinions on, definitely don't feel free to hit me up on my social medias. On IG, I have 2 different IG pages. My personal page is CJT Creations, and I also have an art page where mostly I'll be posting most of my my videos and stuff like that. Is CJT Creation Box. Definitely, hit me up. Follow me if you don't already follow me. This will be up on Spotify again, and if you're listening to this on Spotify, great. You can also listen on Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcasts, a couple different platforms you can check me out on. And thank you so much for tuning in. This is only step 2 on our quest to 100. We keep getting better each and every week until I'll be undeniable. And then you won't be able to tell me nothing, mama. Thank you again for joining me. This is Inside the Box with CJT. And stay creative, people. I love you, man. Bye.
Eastside Atlanta, flyest nigga in a Waffle House. If it ain't money, man, we ain't got shit to talk about. Kennedy compound, my 20-room house. So big, my ex-girls ain't gotta move out. If you ain't talking cash, don't say shit. Bank account looking like when little kids break shit.